Welcome back to the Duluth Curling Club in Duluth, Minnesota, located about 150 miles south of the Canadian border. Some of us are now wishing that that border was about 10 miles further south of us, but that's beside the point. We've got curling for you. The Challenge Cup, Brazil versus the United States, for the right to go to the 2017 World Championships. The United States has won the first two games. Third game this morning. If the U.S. wins, the challenge is over. The U.S. will go on. If Brazil wins, we'll have another game tonight for you. Curlers are just about ready to go. Ice has been cleaned with Jim Lutnan. This is Doug Britton ready to bring you the game.
From what I saw, the lineups are all pretty similar, except I think Joe Polo is in place of Matt Hamilton this morning. Joe is the alternate on this team. So I saw that. Did you watch the Curling Night in America last night?
I did not watch. But we've got Canadian guy already with us. He says it's 3 a.m. and he's already challenging us. He says this game better be good. Well, you know, they've been pretty good games so far. Brazil is close. They're so close, at least on the men's side. The women, they have such good spirit. They're pretty much outclassed by the women's.
Yeah, I don't think they have the experience at this point.
But they're getting this. All this experience will help Brazil build for the future. But this men's team is real close. Marcelo Melo, the skip, has made some really good shots. All of those guys have made some good shots in the two games we've watched already. So they're building for the future. All of this is good for Brazil.
Oh, that's right. I'm pretty sure that U.S. has the hammer in this first end.
All right, let's see some good curling for Canadian guy.
Did you watch Curling Night in America last night?
I did not watch Curling Night.
So it was the mixed doubles last night. So Joe and Tab were playing. I haven't watched the whole thing, so I don't know how it comes out, but I watched the first half this morning.
All right, Felipe Nunes is stepping into the hack. We are close to our first rock here. We're underway.
I didn't see what he asked for. Did he want it in the house or did he want a guard?
I'm sure he wanted a guard here. Felipe is watching it. Might be a little heavy.
He's
into the house. John Landsteiner for the U.S.
Try to play a corner guard.
Looks like he's going to get that corner guard. They're sweeping hard to get it over the hog line, but that's going to come up in front of the house, just what John called for. Good rock from John Landsteiner. I think Marcelo was calling for a rock up in front of the yellow counter at the back of the forefoot. Looks a little outside. Is it going to come that far?
We've had plenty of curl, but that one does seem way out there.
It's coming now, and they're sweeping it. Boy, look at that move. They just got that started a little bit wide.
All right, gonna try to play a little hit and roll. Roll underneath the guard that just got left, John Landsteiner. Ooh,
John
wow.
may be a little off here. I think he's into that guard. Definitely is.
You can't remove it yet, so.
Well, if that rock goes out, the red rock will be taken out of play. The yellow rock will be replaced where it was. All right, Marcio Cerquino steps in.
MC.
MC got help with his pronunciation from lots of you last night, but then I went right to Marcio last night and had a chat with him. He says, "Call me Jungle Boy." He says, "I was born in Manaus, deep in the Amazon jungle," and he said, "Call me Jungle Boy, that's my name." So here's Jungle Boy ready to fire away. All these Brazil team members, both men and women, they're all real class individuals. Very fun to visit with. That's a nice shot. To be right on top of that other yellow one. Very good shot. There's about half of that rock showing. This is Joe Polo. He's an alternate for this U.S. team, playing today in place of Matt Hamilton. John is asking him to remove that yellow rock. Ooh, just missed the double. All four of these players today are members of the Duluth Curling Club. John Schuster, Tyler George, Joe Polo, and John Landsteiner. And all four of them play in our 6 o'clock men's league where we do a game of the week. They don't play together in that league. They play on different teams, but all of them are participants in that league.
No, John Landsteiner's not in that league. He plays at 8.
Oh, okay.
Unless he's filling in for somebody. Good
That's
rock.
That's a nice roll behind the red cover.
But it does leave some backing for a draw around that corner guard. Joe throws a hit on the first, and now he's going to try to throw a draw weight shot.
And Scott McMullen steps in now.
Well, we got to finish this shot first.
Yeah, he's stepping into the hack already, though. He's ready.
Oh, didn't get shot rock. Curled up a little more than I thought. The weight was nice.
It did.
So yellow is shot, but red is number 2.
Marcelo is asking Scott to come behind. Let's see, which do you want, he's saying. You want to come to that yellow rock, or do you want to come behind the yellow rock on the left? Top of your screen. And that's the decision. Curl back to the middle.
So they're going to play the out turn, try to go around that other guard. Line looks fine.
Yeah, it needs to move. Oh, now it's moving.
I don't think
Now
it needs
it's
to
creeping.
move.
Now it's creeping. Oh, is he going to get by? Oh, he did not get by. It moved too much.
I think they misjudged the weight a little bit
I
there.
think they did too. I think they could have been sweeping that, and I think they would have made that shot. U.S. with red stones today, Brazil with yellow.
I'm going to try to play the run back here, I think. Well, no, maybe not. I thought it was run back, but that's a draw weight there, so just trying to come around that.
And this is Tyler George. He's got good weight. Is he going to bury that rock? Pretty nice, boy. He's right to the button. Right to the... Covers a third of the button.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, it's a dandy. That's what Marcelo wanted from Scott on his last shot. So Marcelo's giving Scott a little more broom.
Well, this is a different line.
Yeah, he's trying to come in on top of that red rock, I would guess.
Yep,
Huh?
try to freeze on that rock. Make the scoring area much smaller.
Unfortunately, I think he's a little heavier here.
Ooh, if he ticks that
Yeah,
guard.
he may get a good roll here. Not
A
bad.
little bit fortunate, yeah, but it's...
You know what we haven't seen in... There haven't been too many long runbacks made or tried in
Nope.
these games so far. That certainly is there for Brazil if they elect to use it at this point.
But the U.S. is going to try to freeze. Well, they're talking about freezing on it.
Which would make it much more difficult. Boy, I don't think that's there. He's looking. I don't think that that in-turn. I don't think they can hit that yellow rock. So he's trying to freeze in, I think.
Yeah, basically same shot he did as his first one.
Actually, he wouldn't mind catching a piece of that red rock and rolling over on top of the yellow and just following exactly what Scott McMullen just did. But he's clear of it. Through that gap.
Very nice shot.
And number 2. But that double, there's a double there now, a run back double. Marcelo is sizing it up.
Yeah, we're into Skip's rocks here.
He's going to go for it, I
It's a
think.
nose double.
That'd be a great shot right now, wouldn't it?
Would be a great shot, yeah. Does that... I don't know if the double's there. That red might redirect onto that yellow. That's the only danger of playing this shot, that you might leave reds in
You
tough
might.
spots. But if you hit it just right, you'll have a center guard still, so it'd be really
Yep.
good. What I meant when I'm saying that is if you run yellow, let's see. If you run your yellow, oops, clear. Yellow onto yellow. And then the red, I think, this red I think is going to catch that one. But you probably leave your shooter right up top. Oh, and he's changed his mind. He's not doing that. He's gone for the freeze.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is the only chance he'll have to play that shot. Maybe he figures he could. Can he draw behind those 2 red rocks with perfect weight?
Yeah, you aren't going to get second count. I don't think. I think he was worried about that redirection or opening it up to give the access to the third counter. Is my guess.
He
Oops.
is just by that red guard. Now, where's he going to end up? It's a nice shot from Marcelo, huh?
Going to be hard to score more than 2. But I don't think if he even hits that rock, there doesn't. I mean, at this point, if Marcelo is able to make contact with that one, that middle red in the sandwich ain't going anywhere.
No.
So I think John is just going to guard and take his 2. It's going to be hard to get a second point. I mean, a third point. If Marcelo doesn't, I don't think there's that much opportunity. So this is a little bit of a tricky guard here. That it curls so the finish is so hard. You have to be. You're gonna flirt with that outside red one, aren't you?
He's definitely inside that
Yeah.
the outside rock now.
Pretty good guard.
You know, what's he got? He's got that run back. I'm not sure though with that.
There's
his
no
last
double there
one.
anymore.
No, there isn't.
Now the way that yellow got in the way, there's no double there anymore.
I'm not sure why he didn't try that pop last time. It was the only time he would have that.
He might be thinking that he can nudge his over for second count.
And he probably can.
Or even just freeze right in there for second count.
Yeah, that might be it.
Thing is-
Marcelo's last rock.
Yeah, have we played this at all yet?
Not today. We have not seen this.
This
draw.
morning we haven't seen it yet.
So this is our. Yeah. Now they've thrown it in practice though.
Sure.
So they have a sense of it. It's not like league play where you come out and you don't have any practice.
Yeah, you guess.
Boy, I think he might have been a little outside that broom on release. See if that matters. The line is looking good. I think he's by the guards up front. It's moving now.
Yeah, they
Maybe
waited
a little light.
waited
Yeah,
too long.
they did. A tough call the way out there.
John's trying to figure out how to score a second point. Like I said, it's pretty, or a third point.
point.
They're already counting 1 and 2.
John has the last shot here in this first end. Boy, I don't see anything. Well, I guess he's thinking about
He's gonna come through that hole and try to an in off on his own
an
red
in-off,
there.
yeah. That's not much of a hole, is it? That's about a rock and a third. The way it looks from here.
Yeah, maybe a rock and a half. Last rock here of the. I don't think there's any danger in playing it. I'm trying to think of what you could do that's going to wreck things.
No, I don't think there is. Yep. But a fun shot to watch. He is. He's through there. He got the roll, but
He got the third
got it.
point.
Did he get it? He did get it. Wow.
That is a pistol.
That is a good shot.
through a small port and get the roll
Yeah,
to
it
boot.
was-
That's a great shot.
There was nothing you could do about that. That was just a good shot through a very, very narrow port. The only question I have is why Marcelo didn't try that
Run back earlier.
back, you know, on his first shot. But it's past history now. 3-0 U.S. after the first end. And on the women's side, Brazil scored in the first end. Good for them. 1-0 Brazil over the U.S. women's side.
All right, with the early three-pointer, three-ender, the U.S. will probably, my guess is, try to come right in, eh?
I would think so. Johnson doing that pretty regularly.
Oops, I better not just watch John. Good first rock.
Yep. Marcelo's going to try and freeze right to it.
Is that what he called?
That's what he called it. Felipe Nunez. It's right onto it. Might be a tad heavy. It's going to open up space between those, which makes it easier to remove that yellow rock. Need to be so precise with that freeze.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's curling quite a bit.
that is.
Wow. That's
Had
second miss for John Landsteiner this morning.
both the takeouts over curled more than
Mhm.
they anticipated. So Brazil has a early little something going, but very early in the end yet.
Very early. Felipe again.
I think the call was to try to come and freeze to this back one, but I don't think it's going to get there.
I did not see his call, but boy, they got to get him separated some. Or Joe Polo's going to have a chance at a double here.
Yeah, I think the double jams, that's why they're playing it this other way.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like nose.
Looks like nose.
He's hoping for a little roll the other way.
And Marcelo would like to separate these just a bit. He needs to be count number 1 or 2 here. This is Marcio from Manaus.
This is the
Ooh,
place. I was gonna say this is the place where John's over curled, and this one.
This looks like it's doing the same, doesn't it?
It does. So there might be a.
They're going to get a piece of it. They're not going to get a piece of it. No, it's just like John's earlier. You know, he threw it pretty lightly. I think his takeouts have been a little heavier, haven't they?
Seems
I
like
don't
it.
know why they took something off there. Needed that one.
So it gives Team USA a chance to nose hit here and lay 3, or even roll a little to the outside. Roll a little further than they want, so they're just laying 2.
Brazil with the hammer. He is not in a position right now to get to this end. Not with that miss. This is Marcio again. Okay, he's in the number 1 position, but that's going to go away pretty quick, I would guess, here. John has his 3rd Tyler George up and ready to fire. Let's see if this one moves. I think Tyler will fire away, though, a little heavier.
Yeah, a little different line, too.
It is.
A little bit further outside, but
Not that heavy.
looks pretty good. Gonna roll a little bit. Good shot.
If, yeah, Marcelo can still hit this. He can still nose this and count
One more time.
one more time. He's eyeing the double. Where do I have to hit it to get the double? And that's what we have not seen Brazil do. That we have not seen them get these little doubles. They get the hit right where it needs to be on that top rock. This is Scott McMullen trying for the double.
Gonna have to make it skinny now.
There's the hit. Nope.
This is what we saw a lot of yesterday, just
Yep.
hitting and rolling out.
And rolling out. They just don't get the roll to where they need to go.
So with not a good stealing situation, so just split the house and try to force. Guys got their heads down and sweeping, but it doesn't look too bad, does it?
No, it looks good to me. I think it's going to be just about where John wanted it.
Yep, good throw. So he's thinking different. He's just deciding, do we play a hit and roll? Do we freeze at this point? See if we come up with a way to score 2?
He's looking for the roll.
Probably prudent.
I would think so. I move it back over near that other red one if you can.
Is it roll there? You're sweeping it.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Very
Great
good
shot from Scott McMullen. That's what they need to do.
Yeah. It's still available to remove everything, but much more difficult than it was.
It was, and nice to see Scott make that shot.
Throw this hard on the, just off the nose, and everything goes.
On the nose and everything goes. We just saw John make that wonderful shot, last rock of the last end to get 3. This is his first rock here. Looks pretty good.
Oh, he even kept the shooter.
Yeah. What's Marcelo's gonna try and freeze? No, he's gonna hit. With the open house and at this point no chance for 2, probably play for the blank, huh?
So playing this out, seemed like, did he have one yesterday that ran on him a little bit out here? But we'll see. Oh, he just give it a little bit of out on the release.
Yeah, and is that gonna hang out there? It's coming now, but I think it's gonna roll out. But that's okay as long as he gets the red one out. He's got it.
Yeah, if he wanted, just on his release, it just gave just a little bit of outward inertia. Good throw though.
Yeah, I think he's fine with that. John's going to go to the other side. Give Marcelo a different look on his last shot. Tyler George with that broom down. John Schuster with his last shot here in the second end.
Ooh, guys are on it right away.
Yes, they are. You gonna get it to the house?
They did. Good sweep.
Real good sweeping.
All right, last rock. Gonna go for the blank. Smartly, Marcelo was down on the other end. Not much to discuss here, so he's much more ready to go. They did have a little bit of clock issues yesterday, so this is
both sessions, but particularly the second game. I'm not sure they could have finished the 10th end.
it would have been close. So this is Smart being ready to go. He's gonna play he's playing the out turn, coming down the middle.
going to get it. It's a little bit wide. Yes, he does. Now they have to sweep it out. Scott's on it.
Yeah.
Rock's out. Blanked end. We hold at 3-0 U.S. over Brazil, and Brazil retains the hammer.
Next door on the women's sheet, we're 2 rocks left. I see 3 counters right now for red for the U.S. team. So this is Brazil's last shot. She's trying to play a freeze to cut down, get rid of, outcount 2 of them. Tough shot here for her last. I didn't see how they scored the point in the other end.
I did not see that either. I just looked up and saw the scoreboard, and good for them. Good for Brazil.
On our sheet, John Landsteiner is going to try to put a rock right into the house, top 4, top 8, something like that. They get that by Doug on the women's.
I can't tell yet. And I think it's light. It's way light. No, they're not going to get it by. So it's going to be a chance for 4, I think, for the U.S.
All right, John made his just in the top 12. I suppose they wouldn't mind it being a couple feet deeper, but still a good shot.
Felipe Nunez here.
They're going to put up a corner guard, so might have game on here.
Like to see those guards up.
That looks like, is it going to stay out? No, I think it's going to... Oh, it did stay out.
Yeah,
all right.
It did. The circles get farther and farther away as you try those corner guards.
John says, I think he just said, draw right around it.
And Nina Roth was a little heavy with her last shot, so the U.S. only picks up 3 there. Good shot from John Landsteiner. Let's see what Marcelo elects to do here. Looks like he's going to...
Take out.
Hit and roll before the top, behind the top red rock. I think that's what he called it, did he not?
Now he's changed his mind.
Going for the top one. This looks good. You know, he may end up with that double. Nope.
Did he keep his shooter? He did.
Yes. We think. John thinks so too, because he's going to try and take it out immediately. It's Joe Polo to make the effort.
Tyler says, I don't going to get squeezed by those boards. I'm not going down there for this one. There's no chance of me sweeping this one. I'm going to just stay back here.
He's got it. Here comes the roll and out. 1 U.S. rock counting top of the 4-foot. Marcio Cerquinho.
play his out turn, a clockwise rotation for the lefty.
Rock looks good. He's going to get a roll back to the left. Is he going to get behind that guard?
Nope. Good throw.
Nevertheless, a good shot.
Joe's going to try to hit and stick. Maybe roll a little bit back towards the middle.
He is going to get that roll back a little bit.
Right on the button.
That's pretty much to the middle.
I would say that's fairly close to middle. So a little bit of an open end here after.
Yeah, we thought we were going to have rocks up and
more rocks in play, but
not to be. All right, Marcio's going to try and hit that and get the roll back under cover. Under the lone cover.
Not going to get that roll under cover.
No, he's not. He's going to sit right there. Brazil teams are coached by Robbie Gallagher. I was talking to Robbie last night, remarking on their wonderful spirit.
Oh, this one's curling. Is it going to keep it?
They are going to keep it.
Good sweep.
Robbie said they didn't really expect to win these, but they are building Brazil curling, getting more and more experience at this competitive level. Here's Scott McMullen.
Oh, this is curling. Is it gonna,
he's
gonna
okay.
keep it?
He's okay. Yeah. Little movement to the right side. This one, no, it's curling right in on it now. Good shot from Tyler.
Gonna roll out,
He is. All right, an open house for Marcelo and his shooter Scott McMullen.
See if they can draw one around that wide corner. Is it gonna finish?
I think it'll finish. Is it? It's a little heavy.
Oh yeah, a little heavy.
And it did not get hidden.
John should be able to see all of it, I think, from the right hack, but probably got to throw a little down weight to.
There might be a tenth of that rock not showing, so pretty open. Needed 5 feet off that rock. 5 feet less. But it gave Marcelo a pretty good read as to where to put that broom on his shots. See if he can bury one. This is John Schuster's first attempt. This looks a little wide at this point. But it's nice weight. He's gonna get it. He's around that guard. Question is, will he sit there? No, I think he'll bounce back out a little bit. It's even more in the open now for Marcelo.
So he's going to just see if he can, this would be one of those skipper's deuces. See if he can hit and roll underneath. Problem is when you roll under, you're going to be real close to being out of the rings.
Oh, there's not much room there.
So
there's not much room. He can't move very much.
Job 1 here is to...
get rid of that red rock.
Exactly. Job 2 is to stay around. Job 3, try to get the roll. But got to make sure you're in the rings when this is done. A little wobble. Otherwise, good delivery. Looks pretty good.
It looks real good. Now,
Nose-ish. Nose-ish.
Let's see where it ends up. Yeah, nose. Yep, right there.
So John could take a run at rolling under the guard, make it a little more difficult, but I think like he's most concerned. Job 1, get it out of there.
He's got a 3-point lead here playing the third end. Looks like he's got it.
Nose-ish.
Yep. So Marcelo has another decision to make. Does he want to take his 1 point or roll out again, blank the end for a second consecutive time?
Last rock here of the third end. A little backswing on that one.
He uses that backswing when he really wants to get some weight on that rock. And, ooh, geez, he's close to over curling, but I think he's got it.
Yeah, made the blank.
Man. So, another blanked end. For Marcelo, retains the hammer. 3-0 USA after 3 ends.
All right, fourth end here.
We're back at you. Well, we got a break here. I just want to mention the women's, the players for the women's teams. We mentioned Alina Lima, the skip. Her third is Isis Oliveira, Alessandro Barros at the 2 position, and Annie Shibuya is the lead. For the U.S., Nina Roth is the skip, Tabitha Peterson at vice, Eileen Geving is second, and Rebecca Hamilton is the lead. Make sure we mention those ladies.
Nice rock by John Landsteiner. Oh, Marcelo's must have got cold. He needs to sweep a little bit. We got
Good Scott now.
the injured Matt Hamilton. Healthy
Hey,
scratch.
Matt.
Healthy
Healthy
scratch.
scratch.
All right, healthy scratch. How's Matt doing today?
Doing well.
Good.
Come on in and offer your thoughts on it, Matt.
Perfect.
He actually woke up for this one. That's good.
That's good. First one here, too.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, were you sleeping on the table back there?
Nice corner guard there for from Felipe.
Looks like they got pretty good control this game so far.
So far, it's been all U.S., I'd say.
A little conservative for my liking, but...
Yeah. Well, I think they would have tried to play a little more, but... Ooh, Joe. You better go loosen up. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Did he just...
I think his pride's a little hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he iced on an upper gripper.
Oh.
Sometimes those grippers will accumulate frost and then they turn into sliders.
Oh.
Looks like Johnny's ready to bring me in.
John's turns around and
Calling for the righty?
Yep.
warm up.
All right, they're going to try to play hit and roll underneath this guard.
Kind of squared
Is it going to make the double instead?
It looked nose, didn't it? Pretty well. He got a little bit of a roll, not quite enough.
Now we'll see how Joe is,
it.
how he's feeling.
Interesting. That's the shot I would throw.
What was?
I'd throw the double peel.
Oh,
From
here.
the corner to the yellow.
You would throw the double?
Yeah.
Peel? Yeah.
Your end's over if you make it.
Yeah, it's another blank probably, right?
Yeah.
If you make it, so.
Mm-hmm. There's a little danger to it, though. So.
All right, Joe Polo here. I think this is his first rock. Your first rock.
First rock after getting the flat, did he?
Flared it.
He's sliding by. Is he going to get a piece of that yellow one? Just a piece of it.
Not enough to get it out.
Just enough to get it out.
Oh, no doubt. Never a doubt.
Stellar shot.
Well, when do you guys head to Seattle?
The 9th or 10th. I think
Okay.
it's the 10th.
So it's still a little bit away.
Yeah.
Week and a half or so.
Figured getting Joe in now, give him some reps with the boys.
Good
In case
plan.
he has to come in at nationals.
Yeah, good idea.
He hasn't played a whole lot of competitive games in the last month and a half, as far as with our team.
Yeah,
So
that's a good idea.
yeah, this is my first missed game on Team Schuster since we started 3 years ago.
Wow. How many games is that? Don't you have your book?
Yeah, no, I don't really want to know, to be honest.
It's a long time. It's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games.
I think I got you at, I think I kind of keep track. I think you guys have played about 50-some this year.
This year. So last year we were probably close to 70,
I'm guessing.
maybe more.
Probably
It was
same.
pretty big, and then the first year was probably 60, 50.
Yeah. 180, 190, somewhere in there.
90 games.
You ever get tired of it?
You know, I mean, there's times when you get burnt out and you feel like you're doing it too much, but it's something you enjoy doing. It's the reason we're all here. So, yeah, I guess it happens, but not normally.
All right, 2 red rocks in the 4-foot there. A nice little pocket if, and I think Marcella's going to try and lay one right in there on top of it.
Oh, did he give a little extra? It looks like to me, huh?
Yeah, it does look heavy.
Hack?
Does look heavy.
Just through.
What we say in the leagues? He's throwing a draw. Protect the hack. Little heavy. John, with the lead, probably doesn't want to. Well, he's thinking about a guard, but probably doesn't really want a guard too much, or an in-house guard would be fine.
Just take that pocket away.
Yeah.
Move him around a bit.
Probably just in front of it is fine in the top 4, top 8.
You can sit right top 4, right in between them. That would be great. And there'd be nowhere for him to go.
Tyler George here with the throw.
It looks good. Starting to overcurl.
Did you go out to Vegas for the Continental Cup?
I sure did.
I thought I saw you out there.
Mr. Chris Plies offered me miles to get me out there, and then I knew I had an extra bed with one of my friends, so
Perfect.
didn't have a choice.
Had to go.
Had to go.
Well, there is still a freeze there, and it's kind of a pocket. It's not maybe overcurled just a titch, but he's not going to worry about it and just going to hit now.
Brazil women scored in the third end to make it a 3-2 game. Well, that's going to work out. The way there's
just a little. Not bad.
oh,
Yeah.
it worked out good for Brazil.
Just gotta throw smoke.
A little bit offset, just enough so there's probably and not up against it. I see it on the overhead, so you can clearly take this out. Doesn't care if his back red one goes. You got it?
Yep.
Yes, he does. Shooter goes, yellow rock goes, back red one goes, leaving one red rock in the back of the 4-foot.
So he's going to play that freeze. I was going to say he could come under the, if he wanted to be aggressive, he could maybe come under that corner guard, but freeze is a call.
Good call. Let's see if we can get the good shot.
What do you normally play for 3.5 minutes an end? Is that what you need usually?
Yeah, that's what you hope for.
So they're just a little, not bad on time.
This looks better now. It's got to come now. Needs to
See that?
needs to finish.
That
Needs
line
to-
runs a little straighter, doesn't
It
it?
just isn't
Yeah,
finishing there. That weight was just right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. A foot or two heavy, but not bad. Actually, not a bad result either.
Problem with freeze or just sweep or throwing those freezes on really swingy ice is you really got to just leave it to your sweepers and let them try and take it in.
Right. So John's going to play the short run back here. Nose or, well, which way is he playing it? His out turn or his in turn?
Can't see the
Looks
see
like
in
his
the
out
overhead.
turn. So just got to cross over just a smidge, or nose works. Pretty good.
Just as drawn up.
So they're at 24-20 with 2 rocks to go. So they're right at pace, looks like. Yesterday, I know they ran into.
Both games.
Yesterday seemed like it was really tight, though.
Yeah, they shook in the 8th with, was it 2 more runs to play, 6 minutes flat.
Yeah.
That was real tight. I just don't have as much experience playing with clocks.
Exactly.
We're always on the clock, so we're pretty good at making sure we can get our calls in fast and being ready in the hack. The pace a little sometimes.
Yeah, the front enders are. That's where you can save some time. If your front enders are ready to go, it saves a lot of time. I've seen that when you watch.
Did it tell you how many people are watching or no?
We have 89 right now.
89.
Not bad.
Marcelo Mello here, ready to fire his first shot.
Got a guy that chatting in who woke up at 3 in the morning to watch this.
Oh,
I don't know where that's at.
Canadian guy.
He was commenting on it for us last night too. But that's dedication.
That is dedication. This rock looks pretty good. Is it? They're going to get it right up to it?
Looks a little light.
They're working it hard. Working it hard.
Did get.
Marcelo has had excellent drawway this week.
Oh yeah, he is.
We've said that. Yeah.
He's shouldered the weight of the inexperience of the team pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's played some mixed doubles, so that probably helps too for draw weights, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's the one guy with some competitive experience for. Well, several of these guys have played the challenge.
Yeah.
Scott's played it. Felipe's played 2 America's challenges previously, but
Suppose this one you just peel is fine. You don't have to get too cute with it.
That's good. Fading now. It's kind of a funny spot there. Got it.
John Schuster makes the take out of that yellow rock, leaving the hammer to Marcelo Melo. Pretty hard to
Play it over the top and blank
yeah,
it?
Yeah, pretty hard to blank it this time. I mean,
Yeah.
he could try, but maybe he is going to try. Look at that.
Nah, he's probably
just going
gonna
to
play
draw over the other
back.
side.
I think he's
Just-
just going to throw about hack weight.
Yeah, softer weight hit and make sure he keeps his shooter. Or don't have to be quite so precise on your hit.
Keeping the 8 foot.
All right, final rock here of the 4th end. Well, it looks
I think it looks good.
Yep. It's time to go. Uh-oh. There it goes.
so.
Perfect.
Right on the nose. That's a point for Brazil. We've got a 3-1 game after 4 ends. His teammates congratulate Marcelo on that nice shot. The hammer swings to John Schuster and the U.S. team.
Get your 2 and
Going to your break happy.
yeah.
Who's got it? So red has hammer, U.S. has hammer on the girls' side, the women's side there, right?
And they are counting,
Probably
it
4.
might be 4.
Yeah, we were trying to give updates yesterday during the 8-ender. We thought it was only 7.
Oh yeah. It was close. It was close, but the way they weren't even like looking at it,
Yeah,
it must not have been that close.
exactly. But we just didn't. So Doug and I called it a 7. So everybody's going what? I talked to Joe. Joe says, "Well, you guys did pretty good yesterday, except you missed the 8-ender." I said,
Oh, the guys from Korea.
"Oh wow."
3 a.m. in Korea. You should change your name to Korean guy.
So, have you ever had an 8-ender, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
You have.
A couple years ago in league, same situation. Open draw, hit the paint.
Okay.
The other skip looked at me and goes, "I should throw a hit, but the right calls the freeze, right?" And I said, "I would throw the hit because I wouldn't want to give up 8." And then he turned around and called the freeze.
I've told people always ask. They said, "What do you do when the other team's laying 7? It's your last rock, and you can freeze to get a point, or you can hit and give up 7." Everybody I talk to says, "You hit and give up 7. They don't take the cameras out for a 7."
Nice opening rock from Felipe Nunez there.
Ooh, Johnny's getting his
Just a little
his
off,
hits
isn't he?
hits a little bit going or something, huh?
And that shooter rolls out, so we've got an open house again here.
Yeah, because he's had about, is that his third takeout that's over curled on him? Second one, anyways.
Yeah.
Ooh, good shot there by Brazil.
Dandy shot from Alina Lima. A hit and roll behind cover against 4.
All right, we got a little off center guard. We'll try to go. John's going to try to go around it. Top 4, top 8.
Kind of a corner. Almost have to.
Yep.
Steiner just
He's not happy with himself right now.
He's had some tough rocks this week. We obviously in practices we
Give him the
pre-event we give him the dogs. So
yeah, that makes it hard too.
he's a red one.
Canadian guy's now Korean guy.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I suppose that's part of the when you go through practice checking out rocks that you don't want to.
He went through
The lead always gets the fun ones. Nice run back.
Yeah, Nina Roth
6-7-3.
just took out that great Brazil shot that Lima had just thrown, so it's like 3 counting American rocks at this point with 2 to go on the women's side.
Here in the men's, they're trying to play a freeze onto the rock that John just threw.
Looks like they're gonna come around it now. Good shot.
Ended up in a good spot.
Very nice shot.
So you can see almost all of it. I don't think I've ever seen this much curling Duluth, except for maybe curling night, but this might even be more than that.
It seems like it's even more than that, yeah. Yeah, well, us folks that had to play in league Thursday right after the texturing had a good time.
I bet. I bet.
Few,
All right, Joe Polo with an attempt to hit that yellow rock.
How's it look?
Sounds like he's already on the
I
guard.
think he may be on the guard.
On the guard.
Whoops. Well, we'll see if they decide to play a guard. If he's going to play the hit, we're looking at another open end, huh?
Yeah.
He's still thinking.
It's playing fairly conservative. Let's take out. It's not a bad play. The best chance is to kind of shorten this game up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more big ends you play with us,
Yeah, it makes sense. I agree.
experience will win out. But if you can get blanks, you can get a little lucky.
Fewer ends, get a few breaks in a couple ends, and
Yeah.
Here's Marcio Cerquinho.
Oh, that doesn't look good. Gonna go all the way to it.
He's going to knock his own out and leave the red one right there, I think.
no, he did
Just
just.
clipped it.
Did he get enough
We
of it?
got a...
Just,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
just enough.
He had that power sweeper, power broom going back there, so.
Like it. Maybe.
And John's going to get rid of that guard. Doesn't need anything up front. Doesn't want anything up front.
Rolled a little bit to the wing, but just fine. Yeah, a few more open ends today than what we had yesterday.
It's got a girl.
Draw
You
for
can draw for 3.
looks like a draw for 3. Yep. All right. Scott McMullen try to hit and roll back towards the middle, probably. Ooh, did he get that started?
It's inside. I think he's going to run right by it.
Yep. Looked like on his release he got it started, and these rocks really go when you get them started, don't they?
They sure do.
Well, now we got a chance at the, what do they call this one? Junior Deuce?
Deuce.
Junior Deuce split the house?
JD. I hate calling it that. Yeah, you know, getting a 2 is getting a 2.
Yeah, exactly.
This is,
You still got to make your shots.
yeah. They really got to work those brooms to get that one there. Just 2.
Yeah, Nina Roth comes up just a bit short on sheet number 7. So the U.S. takes 3, not 4. That makes that a
2 and 3.
that make that game 6 to 2, huh?
They just took 2.
Just
damage.
scored
They got 2 only.
Only 2,
Then
yep.
It's 5 to 2.
Yep. Oh, so did he overcorrect now?
He's gonna make contact.
He's gonna roll out.
He's rolling out. Yeah.
Yeah. So back to the split the house.
Even up others. Alright, these guys are getting close to the 5th end, so I'm gonna be ready.
Oh yeah, you got to get snacks for everybody.
Yep. Snacks and back rubs.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Matt Hamilton, the number 2 player for the U.S., joining us here in the booth.
Oops, I'm having a little trouble here on my picking the right cameras, but looks like a nice shot by Tyler. I think they realized it wasn't going to be even, so they figured they'd spread them out going towards the back. It does give the opportunity for a freeze, but at this point you're down. You can't really be playing a freeze. If you're trying to steal in the last end or something, then you'd do it, but it's early enough in the game. You got to play hits. Hope for a miss to just give up 1.
We'd love to roll over on top of that, though.
Yeah. Make it a little more difficult.
There's Skip's first rocks here. Marcelo Mello to throw. John Schuster has the hammer and 2 rocks in play.
Playing his out turn. Looked like a pretty good release. Running on him a
Hanging
little
on
bit.
the outside, though. It's going to roll out, I think, on him. He's going to get the hit, but that yellow shooter is going to roll out of play.
They can split it again.
Yeah. All right, John Schuster's ready to go. Simple draw, in-turn draw to the opposite side. Keep those rocks apart. Looking to take 2. And go get that back rub from Matt Hamilton.
Well, the guys are sweeping it pretty hard, but I think it looks pretty good.
Sure does.
Well, Marcelo's going to try the same thing. Either make this slash double or skinny double, or just see what options you have. And
Pretty much the same shot he just threw, maybe 6 inches, a foot inside of where that red rock was last time. See if he can get that roll he wants. This line looks better. It's still hanging out there.
looks like nose.
I'm surprised. Yeah, it is nose. I'm surprised they were sweeping it. I think if they'd left it, it might have moved enough, but it's a good shot.
Draw for 2. Yeah, I don't know if the first thought was that slash double attempt or if it was the hit and roll in front, and they swept it a little too much if it was a hit and roll.
That's what I thought they were trying, but
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what was called. So, all right, last rock here of the 5th end, and then there will be a little break.
In fact, a 4-minute break.
All right. And a chance to go up 5-1 if he makes this draw. Got to be almost touching the 8-foot circle.
Looks like I might be a little heavy. Sweepers are certainly staying away from it.
I think it's fine, but it's not a rock that needs to be swept.
I think it's fine too now.
All right, 2 points.
Makes it a 5-1 lead, as Jim said. After 5 ends, we'll take a 4-minute break. We'll go off for just a minute. We'll be back with you shortly. The conclusion of Sweden versus Sweden.
Sweden.
Brazil. Where did that come from?
Where did Sweden come in here?
If I'd said Korea, I might have understood, but Sweden. Brazil versus the United States for the America's challenge for the right to play in the 2017 World Curling Championship. See you in 3. All right, back at the Duluth Curling Club. We're ready to move on with Brazil versus the U.S. U.S. leading 5-1. Opening rock from John Landsteiner in this sixth end. Coming into the house.
Heard about
Perhaps a little deeper than John would have liked, but that's where it is.
You do have a pack on your shoulder, huh?
Yeah.
What's up with your shoulder?
Mostly, actually, earlier this week, just might have hit the gym a little too hard. It was just a little sore.
Ah.
And then on the car ride up, I think I was leaning on the armrest too much. So
Matt
more preventative than anything.
I see.
Matt Hamilton back with us here in the booth.
That's one of the USA Curling sponsors, right? One of the Cryomax.
Sure is. Got a picture of it and everything. Made sure USA Curling will tweet that out, I'm sure.
That's right. So, 2 rocks. What do they always say in the 6th or after the break?
Faster ice.
Faster and straighter, right?
Gotta watch out. Let's see. I told Steiner he should start sticking these hits a little better.
That was
Really? Oh, he's letting them go soft. There he floated and popped it out. Hopefully not too much.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Big broom slam. And
He's-
airmail.
That's 3 of those, huh?
He's fighting it a little bit. That was the first one that he didn't over curl.
Yeah.
But Matt's coaching advice might have not helped, huh?
No, yeah. I told him to pop it, and he really did.
Did it look a little heavier? That didn't look bad weight. It wasn't like
It might have been a little firmer than what we called, but oh man, Steiner might pull himself. I might have to come in.
that's curling is a little bit like golf in that respect. When you start missing, it is really hard to fix it. You know, you really fight it.
So is curling like hockey, where you can change lines on the
Change on the
as
fly.
the game's moving on the fly?
Yeah, as long as the guy coming in doesn't touch the rock before the guy comes out.
I'm waiting for the 8-man teams. Yeah, line changes and stuff like that.
It's like a good rock coming. I gotta get it in though. Well, no,
I don't
he wants
think-
it out.
no,
front.
no, I don't think he wants it in.
Up there. He needs points.
I guess you can peel it regardless. I guess it doesn't matter.
Trying to run it into the second yellow.
I agree, Sue, with Sue Cassidy, with you also. I also love the attitude of the Brazilian athletes. I've said that several times. They have just been great.
Yeah, these are a little more open ends than what we had yesterday, hey?
Yeah, a little more fun when there's more rocks in play.
More to talk about, and
Next year, if they challenge, we'll be playing Canada.
I saw that, yeah. It would be the... So does the Federation choose the teams? That's how you were chosen, or was it based on your...
We were chosen, but because we were the last national representatives at the Worlds, I think that might be the qualification for it.
Yeah.
It is chosen, but I don't think it's ever been a team that didn't rep the team at Worlds.
Yeah. Except Nina's is because Erica's retired,
Well, yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's
Nice
something
rock
like that.
there from Marcio. Matt was referring to next year's, if there is a America's Challenge, it would be against Canada.
Because
Go ahead.
because the Worlds are in the United States, we have a direct berth, so Canada would have to play for it.
Ooh. Just avoided the jam. Yeah, they're in Vegas then next year, right? The men's worlds are.
Yep. Hoping to not be there. Because then
Oh,
we'll be at the Olympics.
right. Because that's what next year
They don't overlap, but I think you would miss the U.S. Nationals for that Olympics.
Right. Gotcha.
I think what Marcella's trying to do here is tap that red one back and roll back over on top of the back red rock. Looks a little heavy for that, though. Looks a little heavy.
Field goal.
It's going to get through there?
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That wasn't that big a port to get through.
You,
Yeah, big enough.
I say if you asked your teammate to make that shot in league, I don't think you could.
Probably make the double. Right?
No, but I certainly have had teammates make that shot.
I think you've made that.
Tyler George, going to remove the yellow rock in the back of the rings.
That's good.
Are they trying to roll out?
Probably, but
A little bit of clutter in the back of the house. Well, would you like a freeze now this time? I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth playing a hit here.
Wow, look at that. In the women's game, Brazil scored 2 in the 5th end, so it's a 1-point game, 5-4. That's a tremendous credit to those ladies after being beaten decisively yesterday.
Well, looks,
a real good rock.
yeah.
Does it have the weight, though, is the question.
Yeah, I think so.
It's right on it. Right
Very
on
nice
it.
shot.
Great shot. Scott McMullen.
No. Yeah, I was going to say that if you tried to pick it, it's probably going to jam on that rock there, right?
Yeah. I think you want to go nose.
Yeah.
Well, just about. Just inside nose. Try and roll them together.
Yeah, leave the yellow one behind. That one's running a little bit.
It is out there. It's got nice weight, though. It's coming in. It's going to be right on the nose.
Think so?
Yep.
It's got to curl just a touch. Not great.
No.
Well, now that depends on your point of view.
If you're a Brazilian fan,
A
that
lot
was
of
an
Brazil
excellent shot.
fans out there watching that probably thought that was great.
Play that same freeze, I guess, hey? Just made it. Scott McMullen gonna see if he can duplicate his first rock.
He wants to replicate his first
Replicate?
shot. I think he wants
Duplicate?
to replicate his first shot. I suppose he could duplicate. Well,
Yep. I think both of you are right.
thanks.
And I think he.
Oh, he's a little
not
heavy this
duplicate
time. No, he did not do either. That's too bad.
Through. Just enough.
Oh, John had or Tyler was sweeping that one. Now you can
Half rock or less.
pick it out of there.
Goes
Probably lose your
Pretty easy. Yeah.
backing.
Kind of want to.
I think you don't want that back there anyways, yeah.
Time an issue?
16, 20. You'd want to be at 19 halfway through.
Probably a
Little
little
tight.
bit. Yeah, I see.
Not crazy.
Marcella's looking over his shoulder, has been, at that clock a couple times here. So
Ooh, this looks like nose. This is cross it, ain't it?
No, I got nose.
Jam.
Oh, freeze that pocket. Call.
Marcella discussing it with his vice skip Scott McMullen here. Where do we want this to end up? Still looking at it. Still thinking about that clock.
freezes the goal.
Yeah.
I think that's what they just made. Brazil has the hammer here in the sixth end, needing to score some points, down 4. You know, Marcelo does tend to spend a lot of time in the hack. He gets down there, he cleans, I mean, he thinks. I think that's one of the things he's going to think about as he goes on to more competitive curling, that he needs to speed that process up a bit.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's letting his sweepers know exactly what the shot is, so everyone's on the same page. Really, you don't want to throw your skip out of his rhythm. I would highly recommend just telling the front end to move it up.
Yeah, just be ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's making a lot of shots, and I wouldn't. If
Yeah, I
he's
wouldn't.
taken a couple extra seconds, I would let him do it.
Exactly. Yeah, if you watch some of the Canadian teams like Hebert, I mean, he's throwing a rock before the other one stops. So
Yeah, he's ready to go.
he's ready to go, and they save a lot of time that way.
Not quite a freeze,
I think.
but it's in a good position.
Is he
It's not
shot?
too-
Second.
He's not. I don't know.
No, a second count. I
He's
see.
second. Yep. But hard to get that one out. It's got John thinking.
If you don't pick it clean, you're going to give him a shot for 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you jam it, you're giving him a shot for 3.
If you really felt good about your draw weight, you could freeze right on your own and
In the back.
give up 1, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Rub off it. It's fairly easy.
Well, they're
too.
thinking
Yeah.
about it. They're certainly thinking. John Schuster and Tyler George.
I mean, with this lead, I think the slash is the way to play, but John's got some pretty good draw weight as of late. I bet he makes this.
Yeah, I think if you're in the 4-foot half under, the yellow is pretty good. All the way down to yours is pretty good. A couple of good
Well,
spots.
all the way to it, he might have that short run to maybe give him a shot for a 3. I think you want to keep some space between the back 4-foot one and
Okay.
your draw. See what I mean? Because if you touch it, you might load it up.
I got you.
So he's going to try and draw. It looks like back, freeze to his back, red one. Is that it?
No, leave it up.
Just T-line is perfect.
Yeah, leave it a couple feet higher.
If you could tuck just a tiny bit of it and put it about a foot short of that red one, that'd be perfect.
John Schuster's final rock here in the sixth end is away.
Line looks pretty good, I think.
Boys are sweeping it hard. The line does look good at this point.
Needs a girl. I need to get in for second. Kojo, tuck a piece. Not bad.
That's very nice.
Looks like it could be a nose hit for
nose
2.
hit for 2. I don't think there's any shot for 3.
No. I think I'd be pretty content with 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Marcel is sizing this up. Where do I have to hit it? And this is where they've come up lacking on numerous occasions, where they just don't hit that right spot. This is a fairly short distance between those two rocks, so it's a little more.
But it's got to be precise.
Room.
If you're a
Yes,
little on
it
the
does.
outside, you jam, give up 1. If you cross over, you could give up 2. If you bump your yellow wrong,
Yeah.
Don't want to do that.
great. You can't cross over that much for sure.
Actually,
Do you think there's a chance?
I think if you cross over, you might have a shot to. You might not, probably won't give up more than 1 because that yellow
Runs
should
into the-
run into the red and out count that back red. But never know if he thins it.
All right, Marcelo's ready to go. Last shot here in the sixth end. Trying to get 2 points. Up on the board for Brazil.
Let's get out of hand.
Yeah, it looks real
Looks
good.
good right now, yes.
Just gotta curl a little bit.
Here it comes.
Ooh, stop.
One. Oh,
Dead
and
jam.
it didn't. He got the jam.
Overswept.
Oh, man, that was
Yeah,
too
they
bad.
needed that to curl up just a little bit more.
So that's a steal of 1 for the U.S. It just, didn't do what they needed. Talking it over, but 1 point goes up. That makes it a 6-1 game. Had their chance right there, didn't they?
Chance for a 2, yeah. Wasn't easy, but it was there. Yellow. Brazil just made a real nice draw there on the women's side. I think their counter.
All right, we move on to the 7th. John Landsteiner to lead things off. Smoking John Landsteiner. Missed a couple shots. He was unhappy with himself. I'm not sure what this delay is about here.
The head honcho official is out there.
Oh, they've got somebody replacement coming in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't on the fly. This would be Sergio Mitsuo. And he's coming in for, maybe Felipe? Sergio has been curling since 2013. Played in the World Mixed Championships in 2015. And the America's Challenge in 2015 and again this year. So he's got some experience. Couple slides he gets.
Back on the clock.
Sergio, interesting. He curls out of the Zurich Dolder Curling Club in Zurich, Switzerland. All right, here's John Landsteiner's opening shot for the 7th end.
So he's replacing the lead. All right, I'll see if I can.
Oh, I don't see Scott out. Oh, there's Scott. Okay, yes, he's replacing Felipe Nunez.
Sergio Mitsuo, right?
Mitsuo. It's right in front of you on his back. And here's Sergio's first shot. Little light, maybe? Maybe not. The sweepers aren't touching it.
Who scored that? That was the 6th. Yeah, I got her. All right.
That over curled a bit on it for Sergio. I think they wanted to freeze up to that red rock, but
All right, John's gonna. Let's see how he does on his. We've been a little critical of John on his takeouts, so this one looks.
looks pretty good to me. He's right on the money this time.
Good shot. Some slight celebrations going on. All right, are they going for a corner guard here? Sergio,
A little bit of a wobble coming out.
or is this a takeout?
I think that'd be a nice club to curl out of in Switzerland, wouldn't you? One red rock in the house. Joe Polo stepping in now.
I'm gonna try to tap this back, I'm thinking.
Yeah, with that broom, I'd say that's it. He could. Yeah, that's got to be it.
I see you have a camera pointed at the. Okay.
The line looks good on this. The weight looks good too.
Gonna cross over just a little. Bump it back into the open. Good shot. I'm gonna opt for the freeze.
Marcio Cerquinho, the Jungle Boy from Manaus, Brazil. Can there be any other curlers from Manaus?
I would think not.
I think we may be seeing the only one.
Looks like a pretty nice shot.
Very nice shot. He's curled well the whole. Oh, that's a very good shot from Marcio.
Joe's gonna see it's just a little off center, so Joe can throw it hard enough that he can remove this rock. Nose is fine here too.
He may pick it clean. Nope.
Ah, they were touching. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
they
pick
were
it clean.
touching, When I looked down at the far end, I said, well, he may be able to. But when I looked at the overhead, nope. Marcio again. Now trying to draw behind.
I thought they called freeze.
Did they? To
Yeah.
that top one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, he pulled a string.
Still moving. How about a corner guard? Or center guard?
Maybe a center guard. I would think John will come right around it, or else he peels the guard.
He's moving toward that guard.
With the lead, get rid of yellow rocks. Ooh, this is gonna get closer to the nose than they wanted, but
That's going to leave that red rock right there.
it's not bad. Guarding your own.
But lots of room to come behind. Scott McMullen. Aha! We have another curler from Manaus. Luciana's from Manaus.
Oh.
That's great.
So Scott McMullen gonna try to draw underneath this stuff, I think.
Looks good so far. They got to sneak it around that. No, he's into the guard. Little light. Line was good, but not enough snuff on it.
See if you can make the double peel. Gotta hit about a third of it, I'd say.
He's going to get that third of it. He's got the good peel here.
A little less than that he got, but it's a good shot.
That was a very nice shot. I like coming back behind there. I think he's got to do that now.
A lot more room this time.
Yeah, there sure is. He's way out there. There'd be no problem with guards.
Weight was nice.
Too far out there that time. The weight was very good. That is the counter, but it's wide open.
I suspect John probably doesn't even want to stick around here.
No, if he sticks around, it gives Marcelo a chance to hit and roll behind those two red rocks.
I mean, it's not the end of the world if you do, but make it go away with the 5-point lead.
The U.S. in the women's game scored 2 in that sixth end to make it a 3-point game over there. But yes, the Brazilian
No,
women
they're
are
gonna
by
stay.
far having their best game.
John's gonna get a little roll. Well, that's really good too.
That was a good roll. You can see 90%, 80% of that red rock. I think it's Marcel going to do. Marcelo. Come 2.
Well,
Come behind.
You can't come two. It's pretty hard to score two.
Yeah.
Well, wherever you go, it's pretty hard to score two right now.
This situation.
You could play the wide in-turn and go around everything.
I think the in-turn is the way to go.
Yeah.
But they're looking at the out-turn.
Yeah, and they're talking about just freezing.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were talking about. I'm not sure.
And if John puts a guard on it, then how do you get
How do you
that
even
on?
score?
Yeah.
The stagger there sets up that in-turn.
Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe I suppose it makes John have to make a good one, but I don't know if he'd guard or not. He might just draw another one in.
All right, Marcelo Mella with his first rock in the 7th end. This line looks good. They're leaving it alone, the sweepers are. Beginning to move in now. Now they're sweeping. Well, now they're off. That's a beauty. That's a nice shot from Marcelo Melo, huh?
Very nice.
Let's see. You can see... You can't see very much of that rock. You can see about 3 inches of that rock, maybe a third. Can John hit? No, there's... that was just a great shot from Marcelo. I think John's going to try and follow it.
Yep, I think that's about all he's got, really, is...
Well, if
Try to
John
follow.
sits on it,
Oh, yeah.
then he's counting, so.
Pretty precise, though. You don't want to tick your top rock over. You got to make sure you get by.
Great shot from Marcelo. This is the last U.S. rock in the 7th end. That looks light to me.
Oh, no, lots of room.
Is there room?
It's
It ain't
not
light. It's not
curling
light.
enough,
It's not light.
It comes now. It's going to come now.
It's not light.
but it's
Ooh,
not.
it's going to be a good rock. It's hanging out just a bit.
Yeah, it didn't curl in enough.
It's still yellow counting. Marcelo has it, I think. I got yellow.
Yeah, I'd say yellow.
And I would come in from the other side now. I'd try that in turn. Oh, is he looking at the hit? No, he's trying to draw. He's going to
Yeah,
try
just
and
play
draw
the-
on top of it.
I mean, you can just throw the same shot.
Yes, you can. Lucio and Sergio ready to sweep this last rock in the seventh end. All right, let's see Marcelo put this right in there now. It's essentially the same shot he just threw.
That one,
What do you think? A little heavier?
yeah, it feels heavier to me, or looks heavier.
That's what I think too. I think he
And
just
he got a
picked-
little
I
wide
think he
too.
picked up his weight. Now that could work okay. What he doesn't want to do is hit that red rock on the outside, move it in, which he very well may do.
Which, yes, he just did.
Oh, no. He's still counting one.
He might have got
He
two.
might got. I think he got two out of it. I think he got two for sure. You gonna have a measurement?
Nope.
We have not had a measurement yet. You're still looking. Rocks are kicked out of play.
I'm guessing two.
I think that two will go up in the scoreboard. I'm calling it a 6-3 game, U.S. over Brazil at this point. Nice couple of draws from Marcelo. It was indeed two. All right, he's got to feel good about that shot. Those shots, those were two dandies. Looking back at the clock again, Marcelo is.
Well, they're also just, you'd always check at the end of every end too, just because they have the 1 minute.
He's got
break.
9:45.
Yeah, he's fine. 3 minutes and 15 seconds for each end.
If they keep it moving. All right. Stick is down. Sergio is ready to go. Sergio Mitsuo from Zurich, Switzerland.
Who's on the clock? You haven't got it counting.
It's not my job.
Well, but they've got. They're on the wrong
All right, the
clock.
opening shot is coming.
Don't tell me, tell them. No, it doesn't count while it got shots in motion.
Nice rock.
Yeah, but look at that was their rock.
Yeah, shh. Doesn't matter. That rock did bite the house, so John Schuster elects to take it right out.
That looked like a pretty good release. That
Yeah,
was-
John Landsteiner feeling a little bit better about that one than a couple of his opening shots. All right, Sergio needs to get this rock up high on the center line.
Double centers here, I suppose. No, with John hitting that one.
Yeah, he wants that rock right up on the center line in front of the red rock. Looks a little outside at this point. Looks a little light too. But it's coming. It's coming. They would have liked that about 6 inches further over toward the center line, but nevertheless, it's up front. Something to work with.
Gonna try to play a little split here. Oh, I don't think he's gonna get the split.
No. And another rock up front. That works to Brazil's favor. Korean guy's asking for favorite curling memories. You got one, Jim? You get to think about it a little bit.
Well, you tell yours then.
You know,
I don't know if I have any.
I think my favorite was the 1984 Silver Broom that was here in Duluth. If I'm not mistaken, Eigil Ramsfjord from Norway won that competition. That was the World Championships back then. It was called the Silver Broom. It was so much fun that week having all those teams here in Duluth.
Well, I was not curling in '84, so I don't remember that.
Here comes Marcia's attempt to come through there. Oh, this looks like a good shot. Dandy. Real fine shot from Marcio.
That was Sergio.
Was that Sergio?
I think so. Oh, who got hammer? No, that wasn't. That was, you're right. It was Marcio.
I think that was
Yeah,
Marcio.
I had it wrong. So John's gonna, or USA is gonna just try to peel this guard in the front. I think we're gonna see a sequence of guard replace, guard replace.
Looks good. Boy, a steal for Brazil this end would make it pretty interesting, wouldn't it?
It would indeed.
That over curled just a bit, but it's in good shape. I mean, good place.
Let's see if they can make this angle run.
I don't think the angle run is there. Well, I suppose it could be, but
Not with this one.
you know,
This is just a straight
If you can
peel.
get-
Oh, it's closer than I thought. It got close, but not quite. Good throw.
already into vice skips rocks.
Like I said, guard peel, guard peel, guard peel.
Oh, good sweep, and they just got it over the hog line.
Good guard.
It's making John think.
Tyler George. No
He's got
sweep.
the peel. Nope, he's got the peel. Well, you called it earlier, Jim.
Guard peel?
Guard peel.
I
guard
watch
peel.
too much curling. Ooh, this one's a little. This is going to be close to. They're going to get. Yeah, they'll get
They'll
it
get
across.
it over. Yep. And higher the better. Because it makes it harder to get more than one out.
Yep.
They are more lined up now. John's taking a look at that. You can ram back onto the red one and may take the back yellow one out.
They're going to try the
They're
run.
going to go, yep. Bang, bang, bang. We'll see what happens. Tyler George. I think is that coming in? I think he's a little to the inside on that. I don't think he's going to get the, nope. Just a little inside. Didn't curl across enough. He needed to nose that. On the skips rocks, Marcella sliding down to the far end. Marcella's watched his teammates put those guards up in front nicely. Let's see if he can do it.
These guys think it's light, so they
I
jumped
think
it
it's
a little
light
early.
too. I think it's light too. They got to keep going. They got to work hard at this. Oh, is he going to make it over? This one's really close. Really, really close. They are not going to make it. He's going to hog that one. Or is he? Yes, he is. That hurts.
That's a big miss. Gives John a chance for this run back, and
And then to add insult to injury, Marcelo has to come down and kick his own rock out of play. Oh boy, that's a big miss. He's been so good with his draw weight, but he hasn't thrown many guards. They haven't had the luxury of throwing guards. Scott and Marcelo talking down here. Oh, they're smiling.
big shot here for John. He's got to be real close to the nose.
And he
Bang,
did
bang.
it.
Very nice shot.
And there goes the opportunity for the steal.
Oh, there'd be an outside
There
chance
is,
of steal,
there is,
but,
but they
would
were
you
in-
play it?
They
Yeah.
were in such nice shape there. Surf City, Wilmington, Surf City, Orange County. We got Surf City here in Duluth too. That big lake kicks up some big waves, and I've seen people don their wetsuits and are out there surfing in Lake Superior, and the temperature's 10 degrees. We do not curl all year, however, in Duluth. We've got ice here in the arena for 6 months of the year.
So what is he trying here? Is he trying to
I'm not
freeze
sure.
on the rock that's underneath the corner guard? Interesting. Playing his in-turn to go across the sheet all the way into that one that's on the side of the 8-foot.
Oof, boy, I would be coming the other way. I'm not sure. He's going to be into that middle red rock, isn't he? Oh, I see he's trying to freeze to that back one. That's what it is.
And it curled too much on him.
Oh, it did, but it's a good shot.
No, it isn't. Draw for 3 for John.
Uh,
You had to be counter
I'm
there.
I'm not. Oh, yeah, he's it's at least one. I'm not conceding that that's not number 2.
Last rock, I suspect he's trying to follow that same path. John is. Or else he's trying to tap his own back. Maybe he's trying to tap his own back. If you're not sure that it's number 2.
That'd be a way to get 2.
Actually, if you even tick on your own, you might be able to get 3 that way.
Looks like he's drawing around. Little tap,
Give it a little
and that
nudge.
probably does do it. So that probably is for 3, huh? We're thinking for 3.
I thought it was for 3 before, but
I did not,
yeah.
but now it's a moot question.
9 and 3 right now
9 and
after
3
8.
After 8.
Women's game got a little closer.
Well, they're going to shake hands.
Okay.
They're going to shake hands.
I can try to show the end of the women's
Well,
game,
we'll,
but
we'll stay with you and watch the women's.
but you
game.
guys got to give me some room because I got to switch cables around.
All right, we're going to switch cables. Hang with us. We're staying with you. The men's game ends with that 3 points for the U.S. Boy, great showing though for Brazil. They were good games, just not enough. The Brazil team, someone is saying online, they think they're living in Canada. That's correct. We've got they're all living in Canada. Sergio Mitsuo is in Switzerland, as I mentioned. Felipe Nunez curls out of the Sherbrooke Curling Club in Quebec. Marcio, Vancouver Curling Club. Scott McMullen is down in Sao Paulo. And Marcelo Mello curls out of Sherbrooke. Boy, it was great to get to know those guys. They, class act, all of them. So the U.S. men's team will move on to the World. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the John Schuster team. That remains to be determined in our national playdowns later on.
Put this to 7 far, if we have it on there.
All right, we're switching over to sheet 7 here for you to follow the women's game, which now stands at 7-5. Playing the 8th end.
Oops. There you go.
Let's see, where are we? How many rocks have been played? This must be, we down to vice skip? It must be a device skip. Well, this is the 6th rock, so this is probably Alessandro? No, this is Isis Oliveira. Need a little sweeping, a little more sweeping to get that rock in counting. That's a good rock. That's your number one rock right there. Good shot from Isis. Vice skip for the USA is Tabitha Peterson.
From Marshall.
Who has
worked
hammer
out.
this end?
The US has hammer. Brazil scored in the 5th. Excuse me, Brazil scored in that 7th end to make it a 7-5 game. Brazil, I think, right now is counting 2. And have Aline Lima running back to the other end. Alina curls out of the Whitehorse Curling Club up in Yukon, Canada. How about that? And Alina is a librarian.
You ever been to Whitehorse?
I have never been to Whitehorse.
I think I've been to Whitehorse.
I know about where it is. That's pretty far north. All right, here comes Alina's first shot here in this 8th end. Come on, come on. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Trying to get behind that red rock. It's a beauty, huh?
Excellent shot.
Nice shot from Alina. That puts a little pressure on Tabitha Roth and the U.S. women's team.
Tabitha Roth.
Excuse me. Nina Roth and Tabitha Peterson standing there. Thank you. Trying to come behind? I think that's what they're going to try and do.
Oh yeah, you could freeze on it and be shot. Really precise, but coming around behind is good too.
Either works. All right, Nina Roth sliding back to the far end, ready to throw her first shot here. 8th end. U.S. hasn't faced a lot of pressure in this series yet until this game, and today Brazil is really curling well. It's hanging out there. Is it going to hide? Looks like it's going to be out in the open to me. Looks like it's going to be a little bit light too. Well, actually, it's not a bad shot. It is number 2. And, well, I think they have to try and hit it. It's largely open, isn't it, Jim?
I would say you can see she's just going to guard.
Is she?
Make Nina make a good draw with her last.
Boy, with 3 other yellow rocks, I might be inclined to try and take a whack at that red rock.
Yeah, the only bad part is if you hit it on the outside and you nudge yours out. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
it looks like, from the overhead, it looks like it's maybe corner of it's covered, so it'd be a little bit nervous, but I agree with you.
I think the risk would be worth it to try that. But, of course, Nina's got the hammer, too, so
Right.
maybe that's the other side. Here comes
Yeah, that's not a guard.
Aline's final rock.
Well, it takes away the draw path. It's going to be a much more difficult draw.
Yeah, it's a tough draw. She does have. Can she bump that up? It's a tough bump back too. There's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a lot of room there.
That's a good shot. There's not a lot of good options for Nina in this spot here.
No, and she and Tabitha well, they're all looking at it now. Eileen Geving is not playing today.
Hmm?
Is Eileen there?
She's right there.
No.
What?
Oh,
She's
yeah,
right
there
there.
she is. She's right
Oh,
there.
yeah, she is. Yes, she is.
It's Becca, Eileen, Tab, and Nina.
It's,
Same team as they've
Yeah,
had all
same
three,
team.
all four,
Yeah.
all three games.
All looking at it.
If you thought you could get across the nose, you could tick that out and maybe get two. Playing your intern with about backline weight, but there's guards on both sides, so
It's
it's
nicely
different.
buried. What's our time look like here? Oh, I think they're pretty good on time.
This is the 8th, so they got to play two ends. 9:24. Yeah, plenty of time for both teams.
All right, decision's been made. Looks like a draw in around that red one. Is that what they're going to try? Or a hit on that yellow one and a roll in? Is that what it is?
Don't know. That broom could be for a number of things.
Yeah, sure could. All right, Nina.
Yeah, I don't think she's playing I think she might be playing the yellow-red tap, but oh, that's more weight than that. You might have been playing that
I think she's playing that
in off.
in off from the on the yellow rock. Yep.
Or that angling her own red.
Maybe that's it. Ooh, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
may get it here.
Good shot.
Oh boy, I'm not sure that was what they were trying. Tell you the truth.
I'm not. Huh? Well, I kind of.
But it worked.
What else would they have been trying with that?
I think I think they were trying to come straight back, but maybe they were doing that.
Very nice
It
shot.
did work.
I didn't get. I'm not doing good on the camera stuff. I'm still getting used to where I have these things placed. So no, they didn't get to see it. Just the end result. 9 and
8. 8 and 5.
8-5.
8-5 after 8. Still plenty of curling left here. Great effort by the Brazilian team after losing, what was it, 16-2 yesterday. Was that afternoon? No, that was morning. Morning? One of them.
We didn't have a game in the morning. We had an afternoon and an evening yesterday.
Yesterday at 2:30, that game.
Yeah, I don't
Would that
remember
be
the
right? I
scores.
think that's when they got their 8.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Yeah, that was a very nice shot by Nina to get the one there in
Sure
that
was.
situation.
It was a great shot by Aline, too, to tuck
Oh,
it
absolutely.
back behind there.
With the lead, I suspect they're trying to come right in the house.
And in the house they are from Becca Hamilton.
Good shot.
How will Aline Lima play it here?
She's going to play a hit. And I don't know these players' names. I didn't have time to enter them, so you'll have to
I've
be
got it.
on that.
I've got that. This is Annie Shibuya.
Good nose
pretty good.
hit.
And Becca Hamilton. U.S. happy to just remove rocks. Kind of surprised Aline didn't play for the freeze there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Go for the...
Try to do something rather than having to. If you end up with a blank end
Right.
here.
Good shot from Becca.
Oh yeah, I can see the names on the back of the shirts now.
Annie Shibuya with her second rock. And again, Aline is electing to take that red rock out.
Nose hit.
With the exception of the skip, Aline Lima, all these women from Brazil curl out of the Vancouver Curling Club. And here is Eileen Geving.
Creeping that rock up out of the house. Could try to hit and roll just a little bit to the outside now.
And into the hack steps Alessandro Barros.
Gotta play the other turn. Playing the in turn here.
Alessandro is a marketing consultant in Vancouver.
You ever been to Vancouver, Doug?
I have been to Vancouver.
All right, I got
in
one
fact,
finally.
my dad was born in Vancouver.
Oh wow, that's like your hometown.
I love those Canadian roots.
That one curled a little too much.
Yeah. Shooter rolls out.
So now there can, U.S. can try draw one. This is Eileen. I'll play her in turn.
Good shot, top of the house, into the 12-foot.
Try to play that same hit.
She fires away.
Threw a little harder on
I
that
think
one.
she did throw harder, and is it going to come? Enough. But they need rocks in the house.
Or else they're gonna have to try score 3 in the last. So 4 rocks left. We're into thirds rocks here.
Tabitha Peterson for the U.S. is stepping into the hack. An open house down there.
Sweepers aren't sweeping, so they think it's in the house. Is it deep? If it goes deep, you may see a freeze.
Looks deep to me.
And she is. So this is
This is actually Luciana Barella, the other curler from Manaus.
oh,
And she is replacing Isis, apparently. Isis Oliveira. Either that or they switched shirts on us.
yeah. I didn't talk to him.
They are attempting the freeze. Has she got enough weight? I don't think she's got enough weight to get there.
So this will be 3 rocks left for both sides. I think the U.S. knows the eliminating rocks is a good thing. Guard is the only thing that can do is hurt him, so peel it out of there.
Tabitha Peterson with her last rock.
Gonna be a
She does not want to sit right there. And she's not going to. She's going to roll. There's going to be a corner guard, but and Luciana Barella again to try that freeze on that back rock.
That's got more weight.
Yep. Tendency would be here to put too much on it when you're short the first time, but we'll see. Actually, it's looking good right now.
Yeah.
Sweepers are on it.
They're not gonna get the freeze.
Yeah. No, it over curled just a bit. They are number 1, I think.
Yeah, I think they're shot rock.
But it's accessible to Nina Roth. All right, Nina's ready to throw.
Playing her out turn pretty much down the center line, it looks like.
Looks pretty clean to me.
Very nice.
And rolls over on top of her other rock.
One of my teams, they don't like throwing down the center line. They said that just makes them uncomfortable.
You got something to guide you. I mean,
That's what I said, yeah. But they don't like that. They don't want to throw down the center line. Can you give me the other turn? I don't want to come down the center line. All right, that's fine.
Aline Lima back down to our end, ready to throw her first rock.
Playing the freeze.
Playing the freeze. Nothing else to do. Let's see if she can lay it there where she wants it. She's watched it a couple times now. She's asked her teammates to try and get this in there and see if she can do it. Sweepers are backing off. Sweepers are back on. The line is looking pretty good to me.
Didn't have the weight.
Oh, it doesn't quite have the weight. So many things you have to do to make a perfect shot.
Yeah, especially freeze has got to be so precise.
Yeah. So that's in the wide open. So Nina Roth can take a whack at that one.
Nose hit here works. A little on the outside. Peel it out. Any of those are good.
Just doesn't want to miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to really run it back and jam it either. But they'd still have to deal with your shot if you jam, I think.
All right, final rock for the U.S. here in the ninth end. Open takeout.
Ooh, is it running a little bit? No sweeping yet.
Yeah, I think she's got it.
Never a doubt.
Not by much, though. I mean, she hit it by about 2-3 inches.
All right, gonna play the draw for one and see if they can steal two in the last.
Aline needs to throw exactly the same shot she just threw. All right, the final rock in the ninth end from Aline Lima.
Looks like a good shot.
It looks good to me. She's got that backing. She can be a little bit heavy. Not much. She's not going to need it.
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, it's got to settle
should-
pretty quick. There you go.
It's settled.
Good shot from Aline Lima. That makes it a 2-point game coming home.
Last end.
Last end of the America's Challenge for 2017.
Well, unless they score three, then there'll be another game.
Oh, unless they score 3. That's right.
Or two where you play an extra end. All right. 10th end. USA with the hammer and a 2-point lead. My guess, if I had to predict strategy, if Brazil puts up a center guard, US will try to tick it off the center line. And it is a center guard. So the US is going to try to play probably a hack weight or so weight and try to tick that off the center line. Becca Hamilton playing her intern. Ooh, just got it on the nose.
That's not what they wanted.
That is not what they wanted.
That's going to make it a little more interesting. Guard still up front, and now we have a yellow counter in the house. I'm surprised she's not putting up another guard here, but
Yeah, you should. I wouldn't put up I wouldn't put anything in the house here at this point.
she's. What's this at the top of the 4-foot?
I don't think it's. I
May
think you're
get the
gonna
guard anyway.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's gonna.
Which,
Well, it's carrying. Is that gonna
this is
be?
Annie Shibuya.
It's gonna be wide open. Well, with it being wide open, I think you could make
Uh-oh.
play the double.
Kicked the red rock there. Heading out. Yeah. That's pretty much where it was, huh?
Yeah, I don't have instant replay, so.
That's right. I haven't reminded you of that, have I, lately?
You haven't.
Nina Roth to try and take that top rock out.
Leeds dream situation, gives a chance to make a double. They just don't get these shots very frequently. Close.
Becca Hamilton with the attempt. Yeah, she's outside. Oh, it's close though. Was close. And the U.S. rock remains in the house. All right. What's Aline going to do here? She needs at least to score 2. Does not have the hammer. Of course, now any yellow rock's fair game now.
Try to adjust this just a little bit. I'm not sure where we're at. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
It's a nice view of those yellow rocks.
Yeah.
A little bit heavy here with this rock. Man, this could go even through. Don't need that. This is Alessandro. No, they didn't need one in the back of the house.
With those 2 rocks in the back of the house, I think US is just gonna peel their own guard.
Get everything out of the way.
Eileen Geving. Ooh boy. Did she get it?
Ah, this is close. She got it.
Oh yeah.
Now it gets tougher for Brazil.
Pretty open front end, or front of the house. Yeah, I'd be putting up a guard.
Up in front?
Yeah.
They're going to take it no matter where.
Yeah, and you just got to hope that maybe by having it a little higher, maybe you jam on one of these other rocks somewhere. Make a double harder. Things like that.
Alessandro again, her second rock.
Well, this does not look like it's going to be in the house.
So that may
What do you think?
I'm not sure. It looks like, I think that they're good sweepers. I think they're going to make it.
They've had a couple of end-to-enders, haven't they? It doesn't matter. They're going to... U.S. will play the hit on that rock anyways, I'm sure.
Annie Shibuya bends over, laughing. She said, "Oh, man, I'm tired of sweeping."
Just off nose, you might be able to make a triple. Doubles there. Straight peel is fine.
And this is Eileen again, huh?
I think she's going to leave a guard here. Ooh, stuffed it.
A jam? Well, okay. Still interesting. Aline Lehman needs this this shot precisely put in place. She's got Luciana Barella. Her third ready to throw this rock. Two to tie for Brazil, 3 to win. A little light on this, but that's going to work.
Actually, where they put that rock.
This is going to be good, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be not the easiest to peel.
No.
Well, you can peel it. I'd be peeling that. Oh yeah, they're going to peel the yellow one into that red and see if you can make contact with something in the house. So.
Or remove 2 rocks, two guards.
Couple of ways to make it.
Tabitha Peterson's up now.
Looks like straight peel probably. Oh, very nice.
Oh,
that is an awesome shot. That is an awesome shot.
A little lucky too, but
little
They were
fortunate.
looking for it.
Yeah, they
That makes it real difficult for Brazil.
yeah, they kind of needed misses before, but now they really need them.
Yep. Trying to come to that red rock in the 4-foot.
Yeah, nothing in the front again. Sweepers think this has a plenty.
I'm with them.
Gonna bump it. Gonna hit the red
Bumping it
one.
isn't going to be helpful. They needed a freeze here. Well, they're going to be sitting with 3 in the house, so. Brings the jam into play, doesn't it?
Yellow is probably 1 and 2.
Tabitha Peterson has 1 more rock to deliver. Nina Roth's got that broom down. Looking to hit it on an angle, doesn't want to nose it here.
Very nice
Does it-
shot.
Yeah, did it well.
Very nice shot.
And rolled over in front of the yellow rock, so that makes it real difficult. Aline's looking. Can I get a double here?
Time is no issue. There's 4 minutes on their clock, so
Gonna play the. She's gonna try and
freeze.
play the freeze. I think she's gonna try and move that back.
Oh, play a
I
little,
think I think
tap it back,
a
get to the
little- I
inside,
think
tap
she's
it,
gonna, yeah.
make a little wall back there. Yeah, I suppose if you came down with just a little tap back weight, shoot that red rock right over here, next to there, make a little wall, and then you have your yellow rock right here. Be pretty good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be really good. Let's see if she can do it. This is Oline Lima from Whitehorse Curling Club in the Yukon. Sergeant Preston of the Mounties country.
Oh, looks a little wide.
Looks a little light.
Doesn't think it's too bad on the weight.
Oh, they're backing off on it. She is trying the freeze, isn't she? Come on, right up to it. Right up to it. Oh, I think they needed to keep sweeping. It is, well, it's not
Red is shot.
Red is shot. A tough one to take out, but they're going to go for it. I mean, they don't care if they knock their own out. Well, I guess they do with those 2 yellow rocks in. Tabitha and Nina trying to determine which is the number 3 counter.
This might be a time to call your timeout. I guess they don't need to. It's 5 minutes and 21 seconds, so they got time to discuss. Peeling it out of there is good. Just don't want to make contact with that back one, really.
No, for sure.
Straight peel, I think, is the best. If you come up and nose it, you probably can get rid of your red and just sit on the top. That wouldn't be bad either.
I think she could drive that red rock back into that yellow one and
Yeah,
knock
exactly.
it out,
Yeah. There's a few good ways to make this shot.
leaving only 1 yellow rock in the house. Let's see, she's throwing good weight.
Ooh, yeah, lots of weight.
Oh, I think she's got the corner of it. Nice peel. Very nice shot. That had to be, she had hit it just right. So now, we're down to Brazil's final rock.
Yeah, they ought to score 2, so you have to move that red rock out of the house. So probably your best shot is the hit with your yellow on that. Try to get the red to go there.
Double it out?
Yeah.
I think so.
You're going to lose your shooter, and your two are going to be in the back, but
You can't lose your shooter because look at that one up front. It's going to outcount the yellow rock in the back.
then I don't know if you can make that.
I think they.
Can you make that without losing your shooter?
I think. I don't know. Let's see. It isn't going to take too much time for Aline to deliver this rock, and we'll know.
Suppose you could play softer weight because you don't have to get them out of the house. You just have to get them out of the scoring area.
She's not
But that's
taking much broom.
so that's pretty good weight. All right, final rock for Brazil in the 10th end. Needs to be a really good one.
It needs to be a dandy.
And now they moved the broom, but I don't know what the shot call is. And I'm not sure the vice in the house knows. That broom, I don't know that you can move it far enough to get what you need.
Yeah, that little bit of indecision, not sure. That's never good. Yeah, I'm not sure that's enough weight to move anything. No, it's gonna be into it. But it's not gonna move it far enough. I think that's the end.
Yeah, I think that's game.
I don't know that Nina needs to throw a rock, does she?
Just throw it in the boards.
Everybody's looking at each other saying,
What
we don't have to throw this.
Yeah.
But, oh well. I'm going to throw it anyway.
Yeah, oftentimes teams will just concede there, but
Yeah. All right. Final rock of the Americas Challenge. And they turn
yep, good
and
game.
shake hands. The U.S. will go on to win 8-7.
Yep.
It's a 1-point game. What a fabulous comeback by that Brazil women's team that was so outplayed on the first day. They just played beautifully today. So both U.S. teams win, will appear in the 2017 World Championships. But for Brazil, more development, more experience in competitive curling, gave a great accounting of themselves. And boy, we really appreciated the opportunity to bring these games to you, and especially to have all of you commenting. It was lots of fun for Jim and I.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Lots of interesting commentary. So hopefully we'll be able to do it again sometime along the way.
Yeah, check in with us if you want to watch more curling. Tuesday nights, 6 o'clock. We broadcast every week. In a couple of weeks, the mothership, the big boys from Rochester, will be doing our nationals on tesn.us. So, good curling to watch. Thanks for joining us.
Good night now from Duluth. See you next time.